Hey guys, it's Dana and it's Tuesday, so we're going to talk about money. And today I wanted to share with you some things that many of us finance that maybe we shouldn't. All right, so I've been listening to the Dave Ramsey show for years. So I have heard many debt-free screams, many debt-free screams. And in those debt-free screams, people share the debts that they have paid off, including the things that they have financed. So I've heard a lot of things from a lot of people that they have financed that seem kind of outrageous. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of go over some things that maybe you yourself have financed, and I have no judgment whatsoever because I will raise my hand when my husband and I have financed some of these things because we have, and I'm not proud of it, but we did in the past. So some of these are kind of obvious, and some of them you might be like, oh, I'm glad we didn't do that one. Number one is something that I think probably all of us can raise our hand, and that's vacations. I think a lot of people think that this is just normal to finance a vacation. My husband and I financed a vacation to Disney World on the Disney Chase credit card. That was really smart. And we went with a 2-year-old, which probably wasn't very smart because we did not, it was fun. I love Disney World, but I think financing a trip to Disney World with a 2-year-old when I had to spend a lot of time in the hotel at nap time, a lot of time running around changing diapers, it was just more stressful than I would have liked to have been. So looking back, I really wish we had not done that trip. Next on the list, and this is in absolutely no order, is a lawnmower. I've heard repeatedly on the Dave Ramsey show people saying that they financed a lawnmower. I cannot raise my hand to this. We have never financed a lawnmower. We have a push mower. But I guess a lot of people do this. They finance really expensive lawnmowers. Third is infertility treatments. This is a big one. It's very emotional. So I'm raising my hand to this one. We did finance infertility treatments back in the day, and it's emotional. People who do have to go through this. Yeah. But it's a lot of money and it's not a guaranteed success all the time. So sometimes you can get it where they guarantee, 3 tries or whatever with IVF. But again, that's 3 tries. Doesn't mean that you're going to have the results that you dream to have. Furniture. So we financed a sofa and a chair for our living room. We still do have it. It's in really bad shape at this point. But we did, again, years ago. That was 10 years ago now. So, yep, sofa, beds. I think a lot of people finance beds. I didn't realize that mattress shopping was sort of like buying a car as far as the haggling. I did not enjoy mattress shopping. Just putting that out there. Anyway, okay. Cars. Many of us have financed a car. A lot of people do this as well. It's very common to do it, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily right. We will never again finance a car. Never, ever finance anything again, but especially a car. No, thank you. Boats. I guess lots of people have a boat. I hear this all the time on the Dave Ramsey show with people. They have a boat that they've financed or they sold a boat, they say. So people like boats and they finance them often. This next one is pets. And I'm not a pet hater. Much love to all the pet lovers out there. Pets, I've heard people say that they financed a dog and then the dog actually was hit by a car and they still had the loan for the dog after the dog was gone. And you can actually finance a Bengal cat, apparently, for $5,000. That's an expensive cat. Degrees, I'll raise my hand to that. And I don't mean, obviously having a degree is a good thing, but some people finance degrees just keep getting new degrees and they're not actually even doing any kind of work with that degree that is going to give them some kind of return on their investment. So people just finance degrees without giving it any thought for what that degree is going to do for them in the marketplace. Teeth. So you can get these care credit cards, I guess, and you can finance dental work if you have like caps, or I don't even know what we financed. Years ago, my husband needed something done in his mouth, and so we had a care credit card, and we financed his dental work, which was in the thousands. But I think a lot of people actually do this. At the dentist, they're very, oh, we have a care credit card, which is like, oh, great. It's just very like, yeah, you can finance those teeth. A pool. People finance pools in their yard. A pool. I'm not a fan of pools. I've never had a pool, but I think that they look like they're a lot of work. And I think that it doesn't necessarily, well, depending where you live, but depending, I think a lot of times you put in a pool and you don't get the money back for that pool as far as the value of your home. It doesn't necessarily increase the value of your home. It can actually decrease it, I think, in some areas, because I know I do not ever want to buy a house with a pool, and that would be a reason for me not to get it. Plus with babies, it's just a drowning hazard, and I'm not into it. But some people love their pools. Kitchen. I love HGTV, but sometimes I can't stand it. I don't know why I watch it. But House Hunters or House Hunters Renovation, it seems like this is a TV show, but every single time people buy a house, they are getting a brand new $50,000 kitchen. And I'm always, how does everybody have money to get these kitchens remodeled? But I think a lot of people are borrowing money, loans, maybe a home equity loan if, they're just to remodel their kitchen because they just have to have a nice kitchen. I would love a nice kitchen. We don't have a nice kitchen. Bathrooms is another thing. If people finance their brand new bathrooms, and that's a lot of money. All these things are payments. They're payments, and they're stealing your wealth. And so, we've all done it. We've all done something in our lifetime, most likely. If you haven't, then you are just incredible. Your parents taught you right, or you just had really good instinct to not ever borrow money, to save up the cash and buy the things that you want. But it is incredible. No matter where you go nowadays, no matter where you go, I often see financing available signs. Financing available. So basically the message is you can have anything you want, just borrow the money. And, often when you go into stores, they act like it is absolutely no big deal. You can have it, you can have it. You can have whatever you want. And then home repairs, if you're getting windows in your house, we had someone come over to give us a quote on windows. Do you need financing? We have financing options available. And we said, no, we don't need financing. But every time we go anywhere, I feel like we're just bombarded with financing, which is kind of really scary, how accessible it seems to be. All right, so if there is anything that you finance that you consider to be outrageous in your past or recently that you regret that I didn't mention, then you can leave a comment down below, just that we know that, we're not alone. Others have financed weird and wacky things too. But obviously, hopefully, you're getting out of it or working to get out of those loans, and that you have made a promise to yourself and to your partner, if you have one, to never finance or borrow money again. Yes. If it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money, and we are a family of 6 living in the Philadelphia area, and we live debt-free. We do not borrow money. We do not finance anything, and we are proud of it. Although we do feel really weird quite often. We're weird. Well, I've talked about that before. Okay, talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.